Alright, welcome to another video on index numbers. In today's lecture, our main focus will be on base shifting. Base shifting. So what is base shifting in general? At times, it becomes essential to change the base year of a series of index numbers to enable effective comparison. This process is known as the base or shifting the base. Base shifting is typically done for the following reason. Why do we have to shift our base from one period to another? The first point is the current base year is outdated, making it unsuitable for comparing with more recent data. In such cases, a more recent year is selected as the new base to ensure the index numbers remain relevant and meaningful. The keyword here is relevant and meaningful. So we change the base here to ensure that the new base numbers remain relevant and meaningful. Another two, when multiple series of index numbers are based on different base years, but need to be compared, all series must be adjusted to a common base year for consistency. That's why we shift the base. What this one is trying to say that sometimes we would have a base year, let's say of 2002. That's a base year. Then after some point, the same item, we shift to another base. So because the first base was 2002 and the second one was 2015, it becomes impossible for you to compare. They are not of the same base. So we need to either change the values here to match the new base, or to change the values here to match the old base. Then that makes comparison possible, and it also ensures consistency. To achieve this, the index numbers for each year are recalculated using the new base year. This is done by dividing each index number by the index value of a chosen new base year, then expressing the result as a percentage. So symbolically, how do we calculate for the new base using the new base year? It's given by the old base divided by the old index in the new base year times 100. It is relevant for us to note that in base shifting, the relative relationship between periods remains unchanged, proving that base shifting is a linear transformation. What does it do? It scales all index numbers but preserves their ratio, ensuring consistent interpretation across time. Okay, so now let's take an illustration. The following table shows a series of price index with base year 2015. So we have the year from 2015 to 2019 with their respective price indexes. You are required to shift the base year from 2015 to 2017 and recalculate the index numbers accordingly. So now, even if the question didn't state that the old base year was 2015, you should know that the base year, it always gives us a price index of 100. Now, we have to shift the base from 2015 to 2017. How do we calculate for the new base year based on the 2017? So we have the year, then we have the price index. Based on the 2015 base year. So here is 2015 as the base year. Then we also have another price index, also based on 2017 as the base year. So for year 2015, base year of 100. Now, because we are shifting the base to 2017, our price index for 2015 will be the old index divided by the 2017, which is our new, times 100. So we have 100 divided by the 120 times 100, which is giving us 83.33. Now let's move to 2016. We have an old, based on the price index based on the 2015 was 112 as given in the question. If you want to find a new one, it's 112 divided by the 2017, which are new base, times 100. Giving us 93.33. Now for 2017, based on the 2015, we had a figure of 120. So because now the 2017 is the new base year, we are going to get 100. Perhaps if you want to solve, it's 120 divided by the 120 times 100. Then we have 2018, which is 130. 2018 is 130. So we have 130 divided by the 120 times 100. $108.33. And lastly, we have 2019, which is 140. 140 divided by 120 times 100. 116.67. So now we are done calculating the new index based on the 2017 base year. So let's solve another question. A researcher is analyzing a time series of price index numbers for a commodity over a period 2010 to 2020. The index numbers were originally calculated using 2010 as the base year. The index numbers for years 2013, 2016, and 2020 are 125, 160, and 200 respectively. You are required to explain the rationale for shifting the base year in index numbers analysis, especially in long-term time series. Rebase the index numbers for 2013, 2016, and 2020 using the 2016 as the new base year. Then interpret the rebase index numbers for the year 2020 and discuss its implication in terms of relative price change. Alright, so let's take the first one. The first one is saying explain the rationale. That's the first thing we did. The rationale, you have to explain reasons why there is the need for us to shift the base year. For one, we mentioned that for the sake of consistency. Also, another thing is the old base year becomes outdated. So there is a need for us to shift it to a more recent year, making it more meaningful and relevant for analysis. Okay. Now let's come to the B part. We base the index numbers for 2013. So based on the 2010, so based on 2010 base year, we were given the 2013 in price indices. So for 2013, the price index was 125, and for 2016, we have a price index of 160. Then 2020, 200. So we have to shift, or we have to rebase this price indices, which is based on 2010 base year, to a new base year of 2016. How do we do that? So this one is price index based on 2016 as the base year, So for 2013, the new price index will be 125 divided by 160 times 100. So I have 78.125. Then for 2016, since 2016 is the new base year, you're going to get an answer of 100. Or perhaps if you want to solve it too, you have the 160 divided by 160 times 100, giving us 100. Then lastly, for 2020, 200 divided by 160 times 100. 125. That's for 2020. Now let's come to the C part. The C is saying interpret the rebased index number for the year 2020. So for the year 2020, the rebased index number was 125. And discuss its implications in terms of relative price change. So since the new base is now 2016 and it's 100, and for 2020 we are getting 25%, we can say that in 2020 we have a 25% increase in prices as compared to 2016.